Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's York. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Troy Trojans offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Rush. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The RPO fire complete to the left. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rush. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Might as well give it to him again. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give on the option. Powers through the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Maddox. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Rush.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Grab near the marker. It's Rush. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible.
There he goes. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Rock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught, close to the marker, it's Rock. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. And the Trojans are on the move. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. He caught it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Quick release on the RPO. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab on the big throw. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Fires into trap bag, picked off. Looking for more room. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Troy. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say that.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Troy! The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Bringing it back. Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's got it down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. looking to fire. This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. It's complete. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout by the offense.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds a tight end. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the...
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He wants to change this route. Release to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The short hands, it's Rush. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Halted in the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking to throw again. Got his man quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Rush. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying play action. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Rock. Out of the 40. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. On the move, he fires. He makes a catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Running free. The 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Hard running there. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
And that's another Trojan.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here,
breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab in the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to...
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to...
And it's in for a touchdown.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown. And more importantly, take the lead.
They'll line up to go for 2. Try to barge their way in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Grabbed in the backfield. It's blocked. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.